People often ask me why I live in Vancouver. This is why. This is why I moved up from Seattle and California to live here. This is home. Albuquerque, New Mexico was home, but now this is my new home. Has been since, 1990, I guess. That's 35 years. Wow, man, time just goes by. Of course, I still have places I live in the States, but you know, it's just, this has become my home. I mean, I don't really like Canadians because they're a bit rude and a bit abrasive. Like, they think that this is their land. It's actually indigenous native land, and they're just guests here. We all are. We're all guests here. We're all guests on planet Earth. Doesn't really belong to anybody. But, you know, it's a moot point, right? So, I say share the land. And if you can't share the land, then, I don't know. Go live in a cave somewhere, man, with some bears and have fun, you know. Good luck with that. If you want to live in beautiful places like this, you know, show a little respect to their indigenous life forms, the Canadian geese. They don't like me, I don't like them, but we respect each other. And that's what life's all about, man. It's all about respect. So show some respect to the Canadian geese when you see them. Just because they pecked me unmercifully and I tried to knock them out and was gonna cook them for dinner. You know, that's just an instinct, you know? Something attacks you, you eat it. So, but I was a child then, you know. I didn't know better. Now I respect all living creatures. Doesn't mean I don't still eat animal flesh. It just means that, yes, I prefer vegetarian meals and vegan meals. I prefer no cheese on my food. And then when I'm eating nachos, of course, if there's an alternative, like, you know, some kind of cheese made of almond milk or what have you, or oat milk, or even goat milk, I'd prefer that. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I'm opposed to the dairy farmers. I mean, they're just trying to make their living too. So, you know, support your local dairy farmer. There you go. I mean, they got to live too. And, you know, they work the land. They take care of the land. When I lived in Saskatchewan, in Yorkton, Saskatchewan, my grandfather taught me about farming. You know, when I went to India, I learned how to farm there. And they said, wow, you're good at farming. I said, well, my grandfather taught me everything I know. What do you guys teach me? Huh? How to be loud and obnoxious? Are you sure you're not from New York? New York. Do you know what New York is? Yeah, that's where I was born. I was born in New York. Yeah, you go to New York, we'll sort you out. I love being here, it's fun. Beautiful. Except for the cranes and the towers. Yeah, if I wanted that, I would have stayed in New York, man. I would have stayed in Las Vegas. I would have stayed in LA. But they're everywhere. You can see across there's more cranes. Look at that. More towers. So, what can you do? You know, we are the insurrection. We are the ones building all these skyscrapers and tall buildings and bridges for our automobiles to cross. But the good thing is, people here in Vancouver do ride a lot of bikes, but they're still bloody rude people on bikes. They think that they own the road. It's because they're on bike. I'm like, no, pedestrians have the right of ways. Oh, speaking of right of way, the joggers going by. I don't want to get in their way. They look like they could kick my butt. Yeah, all the ways back to Albuquerque. Oh, all the ways back to Brooklyn. Oh. Anyways, here's the marina, the harbor some more. I plan to buy a boat when I get to Victoria. I don't know if you can see the midnight Zulu over there, but that's the size I want to get. So it's like ocean going. It's big enough that it can sail the 7 seas. Arr, Billy, have you ever been to sea? Look at these beautiful trees here. So much beauty around me. Why wouldn't I take time to stop by here and show you how beautiful this really is? And I'm at the Burrard Bridge Civic Marina, as you can see up here. I'll try and get a view of the sign. Get a little closer. There you can kind of see it, Burrard Bridge. Yeah, that's where I am. Yeah, and across the parking lot there is some more boats, dry dock vessels, and a little pleasure boats. That's all you need, really. I mean, I want to buy a big one because I want to go sail to Japan and then to Singapore. I get tired of flying in planes all the time. Yeah, jet setting. Ugh. Yuck. Man wasn't meant to fly. If he was, he'd have wings and be called Icarus. But he flew too far and too high to the sun. Here's my crow. Here's my babies. Here's my beep beeps. Hey, Daddy's here. Yes. Yes, Daddy came to see you. He didn't bring any food, though. You're not supposed to feed the wildlife anymore. What a crock of shit. Pardon me. Beautiful boats. Beautiful. Lots of them down here. Sitting, waiting. Canoes, kayaks. Beautiful. Yes, you're the beautiful ones. You're the beautiful ones too, Crow. Yes, you're beautiful too. Yes, you're beautiful too. Sorry, it's getting the sun glare. Sorry. There he is. One up, one down. All right, well, that concludes our film for today. 8 minutes.